What's up, guys? It's me again, slugzz-sop. Finally got some time to fool around with the code. I'm not really going to talk too awful much on this video. You know, I'll explain some things, but what I'm really just going to do, I'm just going to play around with it at the same time. You know, I'll be bringing in and out the pre-effects, which for my case would be the stomp box, and I think I got it set on the governor. Then I'll be changing the amp, preamp, you know, thing. And then I'll be going through the cab sims. I'll also cut them off. I'll probably let you know whenever I cut the cab sims off. I don't think I'll sit around and talk too awful much about what I'm changing and, you know, exactly what I'm doing or whatever. Because I'm just gonna play for a while, and I don't really have too awful much time. I don't think, with because I've got the resolution set higher and I've got the audio set higher, so I don't think I'll have that much time on my memory card to, you know, talk and play a whole bunch. I'm just trying to get a whole bunch of, you know, tweaking done. But basically, this video is for Mr. Jammin Jerry. He talked to me 4 days ago whenever I was about to head out to the Jubilee. And, or I guess, yeah, I think I was getting ready to head out to the Jubilee. It was like the night before or something like that. Anyways, he says, nice. Dial in a thrash tone with and without noise gate. That will be very helpful. Thanks. So, I'm going to be doing that. And also, I'm going to plug it into the effects return of my Mode 4. And we'll play with that a little bit, too. That sounds killer, too. I played around with it this morning. Sounds pretty cool. I can't really crank it because the video, you know, because of the sake of this video, it has to be, you know, kind of low so it doesn't distort the camera's mics, and I want you guys to get a good audio out of it too. So basically, here we go. Right now I'm just set up on a JCM with no pre-effects. It's got reverb and the cab sims on, and it's on the 100-watt classic Marshall power amp. I'm not really going to mess around with the power amps. You know, I might fool around a little bit, but I doubt I'll play much with it. But either way, here we go. And this is just out of the regular cab. The code. Periodically, I'll adjust volume so I don't peak out. Silver Jubilee, and I've also got the governor in front of it. For some reason, it really doesn't matter that much if you're not recording, but whenever I'm recording from this amp to that camera, I can see my decibel level, and I can see when it peaks, and the Silver Jubilee is a little bit louder than the rest of it. The other models, it just, I don't know, it's just louder for the preamp. Also, I want to take the governor off, and I want to show you some things right here. The noise gate, Mr. Jammin Jerry. If you turn the noise gate all the way up to 10, can't get any sound out of the amp. You just roll it back to 9.9. Still no string noise, but you can still get a little bit out of it. It cuts you off quick. Now if you take it all the way off, which of course you play, obviously you play thrash metal and stuff like that, so you understand exactly what I'm talking about. If you bring it all the way off, you gotta play hard. You gotta fight against all that string noise and everything else. Because I'm getting ready to show you when I take the noise gate all the way off, I can blow across the strings and get noise out of the amp. Seriously. No noise gate. See that? Just blowing across the strings. It gives you noise. That's how much. That's how much sensitivity and response it has whenever you don't have the noise gate on at all. You can blow across the strings and get noise out of it. Now, I still have the cab sims on. I have the pre-effects, which is my governor on, and I've got the amp is on. I think I just set it to a plexi with a governor in front of it. Anyways, we'll fool with that. I'll be changing that. I'm really digging the JCM 800 and the plexi and the blues breaker with and without stomp boxes in front of them. But basically what we're going to do is now we're going to take the cab off just so you can hear it with this one, with the coming out of the regular code 50. Here's no cabs. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and plug in the mode 4. And also with the mode 4, it has two different preamps. It's got, or not preamps, but power amps. It's got the power amp for the amp 1, which is supposed to be the classic Marshall, and then for amp 2, which is, it's not really like a Mesa, but it's a high gain power amp. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the effects level. And my wife is walking in here making shadows and stuff. Anyways, this is the mode 4 cab with the code going through the power amp for the effects return. And right now I have the cab sims turned off. Switch over to power amp 2. I'm about to turn it down some. Cab sims on. Also, still have my noise gate off, all the way off, I believe. Yeah, it's still all the way off. The amp I'm running right now is a Plexi. Let's go down to that blues breaker. Crunch American, I guess. And remember, I've got the governor in front of these right now too. So JCM 50s British. Take that noise gate off. Sometimes you get that screech and squeal like that. I mean, it wasn't even really that loud. But let's go back to that. And let's put some gate in it. See, that's the overdrive JVM with a governor in front of it. So let's take that governor out, bring the gate all the way back down, and you still see it's still loud. But at the same time, you still get some screech, but you don't get all the screech like you would if you had the overdrive on it too. Right there, I just put the governor back in front of the DSL. I dig the DSL, but I would, if that's what it sounds like, without it. I think I would like that amp more for like a bluesy amp or something, maybe a soft rock amp, if that's if that's an accurate model of the DSL. But with with something in front of it, with a booster drive or something like that, I think it'd be a killer amp. But like I said, I can only go by what these models are telling me. But at the same time, I do know that these models are telling me that regardless of what the real thing sounds like, this is a really, really versatile amp for anybody that just wants to jam out. If you want to go and rehearse, someone, or, you're even if you do want to gig with it, you can definitely gig with it. It's worthy to gig with if that's what you want to know. And with this, the 112 version that I got with the 50 watts, it is loud, really loud. But I can't really turn it up like that because it'll distort the mics on this camera. So I can only give you what I can give you in the video. But as far as playing it, I can tell you this, that it's loud. You can gig with it. Medium-sized venue with this, no problem. You start getting bigger than that, you might want to run it to the PA or mic it. But still, it's got a really good tone to it and everything. If you're, picky about your tone, and you're a tube purist or anything like that, that's fine. By now you should, if you're that picky and you're that all about your tone, you should probably already have the tube amp that works for you right now. But this thing right here, it's just a door opener. Like sometimes it's a hassle to take your stack somewhere to jam with somebody, and just at a moment's time you can just pick this up, pick a chord up, and pick up your guitar case and go. And not only can you do that, but you're not getting a solid state amp that only has clean distortion or clean crunch and overdrive. You know, it doesn't just have that. It has like all the different models that it has, and so much tweakability, and you know, the tone is really good for what it is. You know, it's just meant to be something for everyone can own a Marshall now. Everybody can own a Marshall now, and not only can everyone own a Marshall now, everyone can own a great sounding Marshall now. So, till next time, guys. Catch you later.